All right, what's going on? Kevin Hope here, BallHer Hoops. Here with Coach Diggs and Coach Gibson with our Fire Fit team rankings. We're back at it. It's been a long week. Just got back from DC. So getting into our honorable mentions, a lot of good teams this year. We going to start with A.L. Brown. A.L. Brown out of Kannapolis, undefeated. Still got to play some more top teams, but they're doing really good. Big improvement from last year. Might have messed up my conference predictions, but it is what it is. Garinger, they have one loss so far to Butler. Butler's also on the honorable mention. Albemarle, they're a one-loss team. They lost to North Rowan. North Rowan is also on the honorable mention with one loss to West Rowan. Then Concord Academy is undefeated. They're on our honorable mention list. And Northwest Cabarrus is also on our honorable mention list. Their only loss comes to Hickory Ridge. So some good teams there. But now we're going to get started 15 through 11. Whoever wants to start with that one.
Diggs, you want that? Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, I could do that. So at 15, we got North Met. 14, we got one-on-one prep. I think they're still doing a good job. They're getting better. And I believe, as you said, Coach, they went undefeated in the DC tournament. Mm-hmm. 13, we have Hickory Ridge. 12, we got Watauga. When they came down to play Cannon, it was a really good game. But they still, climbing that ladder and getting better. We got Jan Robinson at 11. We have RG Kale at number 10.
You just got 11. You good. So you just go 15 through 11. We're going to let Coach Gibson get 10 through 6.
Yeah, there we go.
Coach Gibson, you got 10 through 6.
All right, and number 10, we got RG Kale. They've only got one loss. That was to Indy. They're playing really well right now. Mallard Creek is number 9. Creek is still Creek. They only losses are to Cannon and Indy. They've had a pretty good non-conference schedule to start the season. We got East Lincoln at 8. They're rolling pretty good. They're still undefeated. We got Marvin Ridge as well. They're playing pretty good. They beat Rock Hill Thursday night, which was a good win for them. Kind of solidified them as a solid team, beating a good team like Rock Hill. And at number 6, we got West Rowan. Their only loss is to Lake Norman. And I think they did a great job of bouncing back when they played North Rowan right after that. So good job for them. So they're number 6.
I saw that I didn't get a chance to see the game, but I watched the video. West Rowan crowd, the atmosphere in the gym was real playoff like.
It was crazy.
So, that's a really big game. I think at 5, Myers Park. I think Myers Park's been solid this year. If I'm not mistaken, they're still undefeated. They have a couple big games coming up, and they got a good win against Catawba Ridge in the Samaritan's Feet event. At 4 is Cannon, dropping them down one spot. Lost in the DC tournament to a really good team, but a loss is a loss, so you still gotta respect it. Number 3, Lake Norman. After that win against West Rowan, I think that kind of got them going. I know they wanted that win because, of course, they come at me when I say they're going to lose. They had Gibson last year, but it's all good. It's all love. Man, they know we love them up there, so it's all good. Mm-hmm. At 2, we have Catholic. Even though I think 2 and 1 could kind of be 1A, 1B, but it's going to be decided this week. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. But Catholic at 2, and we got Indy at 1. Both teams been solid all year, undefeated. I think they'll be undefeated. Well, I guess they don't have no choice but to be undefeated going into that game Tuesday. So anybody want to talk a little bit about biggest – let me say this right. So what do you think something like for the season, one big idea you got for the season that will happen?
Shoot, I go first, man. I think Myers Park is gonna go deeper than expected in the playoffs, man. I got a chance to watch their North Make Myers Park game. Also their Millbrook game. I just like watching good basketball. They're not even on the
Yep.
schedule. So just watching them, they're playing really good teams and they're playing really well together. They're just playing really good basketball, and historically, Barb Nelson just gets teams better throughout the season. You know what I mean? So for them to start like they are, if she sticks to tradition, man, they're gonna be really good in February and March. So that's my bold prediction. I think when we get to that time of year, they're gonna be a name that we're gonna be talking about deep in the playoffs.
What about you, Coach?
I think, Indy is already on that path, and I think having Carson back, that's going to continue to make a huge difference in their program. So I think they're going to make it further than they did last year and make a big statement. G does a great job over there with the girls, and they have a great bond, so it makes the game even easier for them. So I just think they're going to keep getting better throughout the year.
Okay. I got my one bold prediction is Mallet Creek not losing again until playoffs.
Okay.
I don't think they lose again. Even I know they're going to the John Wall tournament, but I think they can actually go up there and surprise some people and win that. Just looking at the teams that were in their bracket today, I think they have a solid chance. And I don't think conference is really going to be a big problem for them because, North Mech is solid, but I think they have the experience over North Mech.
Mm-hmm.
And I really feel like they might just go on and not lose to another team because the two teams they lost to are two high-level teams. So I can see them going through the regular season and just kind of steamrolling. So now, games of the week. This is a surprise for them. They didn't really know that I did this. So
Yeah, let's get it.
Y'all on the spot
Okay.
too. Y'all
Let's
on
get
the
it.
spot. You gotta say win or lose. First game, Ardrey Kell versus Marvin Ridge. Ardrey Kell versus Marvin Ridge is this Tuesday.
Molly Burns. I'm going with AK.
Okay.
Rolling with AK.
I like AK for that one too.
All
I
right.
like
My wife's not up here, so I'm not gonna get her opinion. But I'm taking Marvin Ridge.
Okay.
I think Marvin Ridge is gonna prove themselves. I think a lot of people haven't really seen Marvin Ridge at their full capacity. I saw them against Indy in the summer where they beat Indy. So I think that team is really solid. They got a couple kids on that team that's already committed to Jenny Britt. She committed to I want to say it's a D3 college. She's a solid guard, and they got a couple other kids that can shoot that ball. So I think it's gonna be a good game, but I got Marvin Ridge. Second game, just to talk about this, 1 and 2. Catholic versus Independence, also on Tuesday. Who y'all got?
I'm rocking with Indy for sure, and I think Kelly wasn't there the last time they played each other, and it was a great game both times. Like, she's really going to make an impact on this game, and it's going to be the hype. It's definitely going to be the hype, and it's going to be exciting to watch. So I think it's still going to be a close one, but I got Indy pulling it out.
And it's at Indy. Who you got, Gibson?
Oh man, I ain't gonna poke the bear, man. It's gonna be Indy in double overtime, man. Mark my words, man. It's gonna be a great game. I think that Catholics got Olivia Favre back. She didn't play when I seen him last, but that's gonna be big for them because she's another defender. They had a kid that I really like, McKinnon's or something like that. I think I told you about it at the Charlotte Hoops Challenge. But
I think it was Harper.
Yeah, man. But I think they're gonna do a really good job. I just think Indy's gonna be able to pull it out at home. You know what I mean? I think it's gonna definitely be an overtime game. I don't think it's gonna be a game that's gonna be decided in 4 quarters, but I think Indy gonna pull it out.
All right, I'm gonna take Catholic just to be the oddball because I like Indy, but I think Grayson is on a different mission this year. I think Grayson's been killing this year, and I think she makes. Blanca, of course, you know who she is, you know what she does. She's gonna do what she do regardless. But the way Grayson has been playing has been out of this world.
Yeah,
made
she has.
everybody's life easier, man. She's
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
really making everybody's life easier
Like
over
you
there right
said,
now.
the kid Harper, and I don't like messing up people's names, so I'm not going to try to go out for anything else. But she's been really solid. Olivia's back.
She
And then
wear
they
number
got some other
22.
kids on the team. They got the
Yeah.
Maggie, I think I can't say her last name. It's a hard last name, but she's on that team as well. She played some really good defense on Cameron Kitchen last year. I wonder if they take that same approach of frustrating and getting up in her to stop her. Cam had a really big game versus Porter Ridge, where she had like 28 points or something like that. So that's going to be a really solid game. Next game, Freedom versus AC Reynolds. AC Reynolds been really hot this year. We probably don't talk as much about those teams because they're in a different area, but it should still be a really solid game. I'm gonna take AC Reynolds. I think they're on a good mission this year. I think they got some really solid players and play well as a team.
I got AC Reynolds too. I'm gonna rock with you, Coach. We talked, like you said, we haven't talked a lot about them this year, but we have in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And just the conversations we've been having and what I think they're gonna bring, I think they're gonna pull it out.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm going with Reynolds too. Got a chance to see them play North Mac at the Myers Park tournament. So I definitely think they definitely gonna pull that one out. I haven't seen Freedom. I know they're pretty good historically. They're a pretty good program, but I've seen Reynolds, man, and I know what they can do.
Yeah, they got some kids on that team that's solid. Next one, Friday night, Cannon versus Grace Christian. I'm already, you already know where I'm going. I'm going Cannon. It is what it is.
I mean, you got to go with Cannon, but I think I might go with Grace.
Hey, I
I think
respect.
I'll go with Grace. I might be there. I gotta be there to watch that game.
You ain't gonna be there. That's in Sanford, so
All right, I ain't gonna be there.
ain't gonna be there.
I ain't gonna be there. But good luck though. Good luck
Appreciate
though.
it.
I'm gonna go with Cannon, man. I think it's gonna be a mad dog breakout party, man. One thing about her, she shows up.
For sure.
And I think at Cannon, man. I mean, Sarah Strong gonna be Sarah Strong. She the clips of her from DC is just phenomenal all over social media right now. But yeah, I think Cannon gonna bounce back from one, man. They got a lot of little dogs over there.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, next one gonna be a big one. North Met versus Malik Creek Friday. Some games this week. Some games this
Wow.
And I got the opportunity to be outside watching these games. But I got Malik Creek. I got Malik Creek on this one. I think, I mean, they do what they do. They do what they do. And like you said, you don't think they're gonna lose another game, and I agree with you.
L is back. L Stone is back. So
listen, so it's about to get real. So I got Malik Creek on that one.
I got Malik Creek, Coach.
Oh man. Whew. They're both 6-2. Well, 6-2, 5-2 right now. Oh man.
But them different losses though, Coach.
Yeah.
Different losses.
Different coaches too, man.
Sure.
Man, it's gonna be some good basketball. Oh man. I'm gonna go with North Meck. I'm gonna be the oddball on this one. I'm gonna go with North Meck with the upset, man. I think Boston gonna come to play.
Every time.
I think down low gonna be a problem.
Lanice versus Olivia. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a really tough game. I love Olivia. I think if she stays out of foul trouble, it'll be a different game. But these games are gonna be physical. It's gonna be aggressive. It's gonna be testy. And I think like this was one of them games where I say like if Malik Creek can just control the emotional side of how they play, they play with a lot of passion, which is a good thing. But I think if they stay even keel, they're gonna take it. But North Met gonna do what they're gonna do too. So I think it's gonna be a good game. I'm going with North Met. Make me a believer. Let's get it.
Hey,
let's get it.
I understand that. Last game, Watauga versus Mountain Heritage. Mountain Heritage is, if I'm not mistaken, either undefeated or lost one game. Max Preps had them ranked like 21st or 22nd in the state. And I think Watauga's right there behind them or in front of them. One, I can't remember. But it should be a good game. I'm taking Watauga. I think Kate Sears and Charlotte Torgerson, and the way that team shoots the ball makes a world of difference.
I got Watauga too. Like you said, Kate, when she's on. And I think they're gonna pull it out.
Gibson.
I'm going with Kate as well, man. I think she's gonna do really well against a great team. They're gonna get to play them like twice, 2 Fridays in a row. Because they're in the conference play or something like that. Then they're gonna roll right into the John Wall. So I think Watauga's hitting stride at the right time, man.
Right. I think so too. And that's the 6 games of the week. I think those are 6 games. Like, if you could be there, be there.
That's smoke, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have all those.
Can't duck the smoke, man. All y'all that's out there playing all these cupcake schedules, man.
Where the beauty is, ain't nowhere to hide now. You in that conference season.
Yeah,
Man.
it's
ain't
conference time now.
Yeah, ain't nowhere to hide, man.
And these Christmas tournaments too. You got to get out there and play teams.
Oh yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's about getting better.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited to see the Christmas tournaments, man. I think for the most part, our area has done a really good job of getting our kids out there and playing. Even the local tournament is pretty good. They're having an extra care, got some good teams in it. So it's like, man, everywhere though, it's gonna be some good, especially up at Cherokee. The John Wall is definitely national level. It's definitely gonna be that. So I'm just proud of our state right now.
Yeah, I think Prigion event management is doing something this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. Should be a couple games over there at United Faith. So if you get a chance, I'm sure I'll repost it whenever they share the schedule. Try to drop by there. It's gonna be Cherokee's gonna be crazy next weekend. Well, not even next weekend. It's a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, 20th through the 22nd.
Yep. So if you can get there, get there. If you're not there, sorry, find somewhere to watch some basketball. So many good girls teams out here to not be watching them. So try to get out, watch these girls play. It's been so many good girls teams this year. Shout out to everybody. I think it's a great season so far. Shout out to all the people, all the media that's doing rankings for sure. Shout out to the media group.
CLT.
He's been everywhere. He's everywhere right now. And then shout out to 8Ball Hoops Insider. He's doing his rankings, major moves, their rankings, and everybody has an opinion. At the end of the day, you got to show up and prove.
That's right.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
We are out. BallHer Hoops, we out.
We out.